your girl Vibes. We see it's the weekend. We see Ghost going to the club, and of course Ghost is getting very frustrated because he wants back ownership of the club, and it is even reinforced when he has a conversation with the receptionist, and she tells him that the club has been operating really badly and it was operating much better when he was in charge. He goes into his office and goes, he looks at his desk that used to be his desk. The desk that used to be his desk, but it's no longer his desk, and he goes to his little assistant's desk, right? So he goes to Kanto's desk, and he's like fishing through stuff, looking at letters and stuff, and he sees, I guess, bank drafts of the money that's in the club, and of course he's seeing that, money is short or something is happening with the club that shouldn't be happening, right? I think that Kantos is really stealing from the club. That's one of the reasons why he doesn't want Ghost to make the deposits. But we will see what's going on with that. Anywho, he gets a visit from Greg, right? And we already know that Ghost knows about Greg and Angela, right? He gets a visit from Greg, and Greg is trying to fish around with Ghost to find out what is happening, what's going on with Tommy. He's basically trying to find out what kind of relationship he has with Tommy and stuff like that, right? Ghost is not going to give away Tommy, so he's not going to give up Tommy. So he's trying to, tell him that Tommy is a silent partner, right? Tommy is not basically involved in the club, and he's a silent partner. Although I don't know if Ghost is trying to sell out Tommy, or he's trying to defend him, or he's trying to protect him. I'm not sure where Ghost's headspace is in terms of Tommy. But what do you guys think? Please let me know. It was very funny for me when I heard him say that Tommy is the silent partner of the business, because that's basically what Ghost has been playing in terms of the drug game. Tommy is the one who is up front, and Ghost has been playing the silent partner. So it was very ironic for me when I heard him say, Tommy is the silent partner of the business. Don't you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. Ghost gets an unexpected call from, what's his name, Logos or whatever the guy's name is, who is a drug lord. And that drug lord, by the way, I think he's kind of on the drug himself. Like, I don't think he is, like, he's a supplier, but I don't know what kind of supplier is that. He doesn't seem like a very sane supplier to me. But anyway, they get an unexpected call that he wants payment for the big shipment that he sent, which is kind of early. So they're kind of questioning why the shipment is supposed to be paid for so early. But yeah, Ghost reassures him that he can give him the money and stuff like that, right? And the drug game is so funny. It's like a dog-eat-dog world, because because of the payment that is supposed to be made quickly, they're trying to move the product as fast as they can, and in so doing they have to double up on the persons that they already supplied to, and they have to make another route for them to get rid of the product that they have, and in so doing they have to take down another what would you call that? I can't even find a word for that. Like another gang or another person who is moving drugs at a different area or a different section, a person who is in control of a different section, right? So they had to take down those people. And of course we see Tommy again being the man up front. He's the hands-on man. He's doing everything. And Ghost is just basically just sitting in the back and just talking. That's it. Ghost is not doing anything. He's more concerned with his club and Angela. Anyway, we see him also going to visit Angela at her job, because he's worried. He hasn't heard anything from her and he doesn't know what's going on. So he goes to visit Angela at her job. Angela basically reassures him that everything is fine and, nothing is happening. And like, I can't help but think that Ghost is just oblivious to everything that's going on. Like, I just don't see him being a very smart person anymore. Like, at first, when this TV show all began, like, I saw Ghost as a person who was very smart. But I'm getting the feeling that the reason he was so smart is because he had the backing of Tasha. Now that Tasha is no longer behind him, it's like he's no longer smart. He's no longer smart anymore. He's just an average man. You see, the power of a woman, the power of a woman, and he took Tasha for granted, and now that she's not there, it's like he's losing a grip of everything that's happening. Tariq, which is Ghost's son, misses his dad, so he goes to see his dad because he has a little situation going on at school that he needs his dad to give him some advice on. In my opinion, I think he's going to the wrong person because Ghost himself has no control over his own life, so for him to give his son advice, it's just ludicrous. He's not in the position to give anybody advice. Right, but anywho, Tariq is caught between two girls at school. He really likes one, but there's another one who likes him, and she gave him a love letter. So he goes to his dad to get advice as to what he should do. He gives him advice, and eventually, you know, they're hanging out watching basketball game or whatever game, sports game they were watching, and then Tommy brings him back to Tasha's apartment. When he goes, Tasha grounds him, and then she and Tommy has a conversation, right? And in this conversation, she basically tells Tommy that, you know, I'm done with you because you knew that Ghost was fucking somebody else and you said nothing to me. You destroyed our family. And Tommy was like, no, I didn't want to destroy the family. But she's like, no, you're the one who destroyed it because you should have said something to me. Anyway, that conversation is over. On his way, she told him to leave. On his way out, it was just ironic to me. Like, this TV show is just full of irony. It was ironic to me that Tommy had the nerve to question Tasha. Like, he's questioning Tasha, but does he even think about questioning Holly? That's what I'm saying. Like, he has the nerve to question Tasha, but what is he doing with Holly? Does he even suspect that Holly could be the end of everything? But he's questioning Tasha. He questions Tasha, and she basically tells him to fuck off, get out. To visit Ghost, right? And they're having a conversation and whatever, and like, you know, Ghost is trying to, you know, get back with her, and Tasha is just not having it. Tasha is just like, no, don't touch me. This is over. I can see myself taking the girls, but I don't know about Tariq because he needs a man, but I don't see you even being able to take care of him because you yourself, you're not a man. And I like the way Tasha just plays it off, and she's just like, you know, I'm just not having it. I don't want to have any conversations with you. Practically, she's just saying to him, basically, just leave me alone. I don't want to be in anything with you, right? And Ghost is very, very distraught because we can see that he is practically nobody without Tasha. Like, he is losing a grip of everything without her. Like, he was smart, but it was because of the fact that he had Tasha behind him. Now that she's not behind him anymore, I just see Ghost going down. So this episode wasn't really too hot, but the big thing in this episode was basically the investigation between with Angela and Holly, right? So they're basically investigating Holly, right? Back at the office, we see Angela trying to get into the investigation, but her boss is just not having it. He's just like, you know, I don't trust you. I don't think you are responsible enough to do this. And of course, Greg is questioning like why, but she's saying to Greg, you know, don't worry about it. It's a Latino thing. I guess it's a crab in a barrel thing. I don't know. I guess they suffer from that disease too, such as us black people. But yeah, he's just not having it, and Angela is not allowed to do anything, right? And we kind of see why he doesn't trust her, because she gets a phone call. He sends her because he tells her she's an intern. She's the intern outside, right? Nice intern outside. He sends her to answer the phone, and she answers the phone and realizes that Holly cannot be held, and Holly will not be brought to anywhere. They can't hold on to Holly. They need to let her go. And instead of telling them, she says nothing to them. And this is why she's not trusted. Like, she just cannot be trusted. She's too career driven. Like, I made some notes about it. What was my notes? Yeah, she has too much passion for the job. And because she has so much passion for the job, like, I think she's psychologically, like, she's kind of mixed up psychologically because of the passion that she has. The drive is too much. And because the drive is so great, it pushes her to do things that is just not, what's the word? I can't even find the word. Things that are just not becoming, things that are just not professional. Like, she just doesn't do things that are professional because of the fact that she's so passionate about the job, you know. She wants it too much. She wants it too much. Drive is too much. And this drive is the same drive that is hindering her from getting what she wants, right? And this is the same drive which is going to have her bring down Jamie, despite the fact that she is in love with him. This is Serge. Angela finds out that Holly was the one that was shot at the Club Truth. And so she also finds out that Greg went to visit Jamie at the club, and Greg didn't say anything to her. She was very shocked. I think she wanted to wet her pants when she found out that Jamie and Greg had basically had conversations. But anyway, Greg was like, you know, I just went to Truth and he didn't say anything to me about this shooting. And they were questioning, you know, why was Holly so, like, she didn't even say anything and she's recovering well from the shooting and whatnot. Anyway, they went to have this conversation with her, right? And basically Holly is just not giving up anything. She's not saying anything about Tommy. Anyways, they tell her that they're going to ship her off to wherever, to Ohio. That's where they're supposed to be shipping her off to. And she says she asked for excuse to go and use the bathroom before they ship her off to Ohio, right? So anyway, she goes to the bathroom and, you know, Angela with her slick self, she excuses herself, her unprofessional self or her too professional self, goes to the bathroom because she wants to have a conversation with Holly, right? But little did she know that Holly had seen her when she was screwing Tasha's husband at the club against the window at Truth, right? So Holly goes in and basically just tells her like, oh, you are the one who is screwing Tasha's husband. I saw you at the club. You were screwing Jamie. The height of this episode, though, was when she said to her, you know, Tommy is ghost and whatever. And basically what Holly did was just epic. Holly was just like, oh, you think that Tommy is ghost? Sweetie, Tommy is not ghost. The one who is ghost is the one who you are fucking. And I think your supervisors basically need to know that you are the one who is screwing with ghost. And so that was just the height of this episode. And, you know, Angela was just like taken back. Like she couldn't believe that Jamie was ghost. And she basically makes a deal with Holly. That Holly needs to find everything about Ghost, which is Jamie, and bring to her so that she can know. I don't know what's gonna happen because Angela is so career driven. I have no doubt that she's just gonna put Jamie under the bus because her career comes first. Like love and all of that crap, it doesn't matter to her. Her career comes first. I just have a strong feeling that she's just going to put Jamie, sell out Jamie. She's just gonna sell him out for her career. But we will see. We don't know what's gonna happen. Anywho, she basically tells Holly to go back to her office. She's gonna let her off and stuff, and then she goes home and she meets up with Jamie. She didn't know that she was being followed by Greg, and Greg basically sees her with Jamie. So, you know, Angela, seems like your career is going down too. Like, you may think that you have the upper hand, but the fact that you were seen by Greg with Ghost, I don't know. Anyways, Jamie is going down and I think Angela is going down. It was funny when Angela basically just flipped the script and said to him, so honey, how was your day at work? It kind of sounded like when he was questioning her about her day at work. And Ghost is not even picking up on that either. Ghost. Oh boy. Don't underestimate the strength of a woman. That's the moral of the story. Moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, do not underestimate the strength of a woman. Ghost underestimated how much he needed Tasha. And as such, he took her for granted and found pleasure with some high school fling, forgetting that he had something strong with Tasha. And so, now we're seeing the downward spiral of Mr. Ghost and the downward spiral of Angela's career. We don't know what's going to happen, but let's just see what happens. What do you guys think is going to happen? Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Is all for today, Vibes Masters. Thank you so much for watching. If I forgot anything, please feel free to make comments down down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys.